The Freak Athlete Leg Developer is near perfect, but it does have two major issues that I refuse to gloss over. The No Fate channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and when it comes to Freak Athlete, I always give them a hard time. I really like to bust their chops whenever I review any of their fantastic equipment. Reason being is I'm not trying to blow smoke up your... When I go hard in the paint on a company, it's usually because I really think they've got a lot to offer to the home gym consumer, and I want you watching this video to 100% believe the information that I'm telling you and not just think that I'm trying to sell you wolf tickets.
On y'all wolf tickets, people, you're eating them right up.
And tell you to simply click the links in the description because they help out the channel. I personally believe that Freak Athlete has made a beautiful multi-purpose piece of equipment in their Hyper Pro, and they didn't just stop there and cash in. They've continued to innovate new ways to improve upon that piece of equipment and add additional exercises and attachments. But they never left their old customers behind. They've always made their stuff backwards compatible. Case in point, the Freak Athlete Leg Developer. Now, when people transition from a local gym to their home gym full-time, the biggest hurdle has to be leg day.
No! You know, there's no way I can handle a cage, man. I don't care!
And ultimately, many of us don't have the space or the 10 G's it would take to buy a commercial grade leg extension machine and leg curl machine. But most of the leg machines on the market for your home gym just don't cut it. They're like the wonky donkey. As soon as you use it, you recognize that it's not gonna feel as smooth and have as constant of a resistance as those commercial grade machines. So the engineering geniuses over at Freak Athlete said, hold my beer, as they went through dozens upon dozens of iterations trying to create the perfect leg developer. Perfect. They literally titrated this angle up until they hit the right one to deliver the best, most even resistance curves. And oh yeah, by the way, they made sure to make it backwards compatible. The Leg Developer by Freak Athlete is simple in nature, but it works exceptionally well. It comes with a very dense pad that has a high quality pad cover to give you that professional feel. It comes with a whopping 225-pound weight capacity. And just to put that into perspective, my 1 rep max on the leg extension with Freak Athlete's Leg Developer is only 215 pounds. So 225 is so much weight. And it's even harder when you do leg curls. My 1 rep max on that is not even 150 pounds. Now, they claim on the website that you can install this leg developer in only 5 seconds.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Now, once you get used to taking this on and taking it off, you're gonna find that your average time is gonna be about 10 seconds. If you happen to put some hustle in for that muscle, you can probably get it down to 7 seconds. But you get the idea that it doesn't really take all that long or all that much effort. The Leg Developer has tons of different options for adjusting the pads so you can find what best works for your body. I will tell you that if you're the only one using the Leg Developer in your home gym, the beauty is you can take a few minutes to really dial in where that sweet spot is for you, and then you just set it and forget it. Now it's 6'1", 190, and an absolute unit. I was able to find the right spot for my legs on the Leg Developer. But if you are on the taller side, don't fret, don't fuss. There were a lot of additional hole options to choose from to push those pads further out. Forget about the sizzle. Let's talk about the steak, the performance. How does it deliver? And the Freak Athlete Leg Developer quite possibly has the best resistance curve I have ever felt in a piece of home gym equipment for leg extensions and leg curls. Now, it's not going to replace that $10,000 leg extension machine at Gold's Gym, but man, it does come close with how it feels.
And it feels different. It feels fantastic.
If you're looking to target your quads and your hamstring, yeah, this leg developer absolutely delivers. Now, if you want to get as close to those commercial grade machines with their high-end cams and buttery smooth resistance curves, you can do 2 additional steps that I found went even further in improving how the resistance felt and how the machine operated. First thing is to add 1, maybe 2 very, very light resistance bands to the leg developer. This increases the tension at the top range of your rep, and that means when you're clanging and banging, when you're gripping and ripping, when you are just pounding out reps, you are gonna find that the pad isn't going to skip off of your legs because you're going so fast. It just gives you enough little bit of resistance to force you to slow down at that top end, and it really makes it feel that much better. And the second thing I do is to make sure I use clips to lock down the weights so that it removes a lot of the shaking, the clanging, as well as the slop in those plates so that you just get a little bit better motion of the ocean. Now it does come with these 2 handles that you can add to the Hyper Pro in order to lock in your body when you're clanging and banging away on leg extensions. And I never felt like I needed them. I simply took these 2 pimp hands, held onto the Hyper Pro gently, and I was locked in more than enough. I wasn't sliding around. I didn't feel like I was losing any strength because I wasn't just gripping these things to death. It's just something that's probably overkill for most people. The freak athlete engineers, they must be on shrooms, or maybe they're just Elon Musk's illegitimate kids because they haven't slept, they haven't stopped trying to improve this leg developer. They're currently working on a pulley attachment for the leg developer for an upgrade so that you can connect any cable machine in your home to take that resistance curve and send it over the top. Now, true to freak athletes' directives, they are trying to add as much value to their flagship Hyper Pro product as humanly possible. To that end, they have created an upper body kit to use with their leg developer. It comes with some really nice premium handles, and it allows you to do some upper body exercises like rows and bicep curls and tricep extensions. And yes, it does work. I personally thought that the rows were my favorite exercise, and if the Hyper Pro and the leg developer are the only pieces of equipment you have in your home gym, that $30 is gonna deliver some serious value. Keep in mind, $30 these days gets you about 2 dozen eggs. However, if you already have barbells or just a set of adjustable dumbbells, you're going to find that those pieces of equipment are going to feel more natural. You're going to feel it in the muscle a lot more than the upper body kit. I need to thank you for using my affiliate links, which are in the description of today's video. Using those links helps keep this ice bath cold enough to give me a uniball in the summertime. Let me know when you use those links so that I can send you a free thank you gift. I promised you 2 major issues with Freak Athlete's leg developer, and we need to address the elephant in the room. Number 1 being the cost. Now, the cost of everything these days is going nowhere but up, but that doesn't mean we have to like it. Now, the leg developer comes in at $350 if you buy it separately. You can't save $50 if you buy it as part of the Hyper Pro package, and I know that Freak Athlete does offer sales from time to time. The question I ask myself when buying expensive pieces of home gym equipment is whether I will be using it in a month, in 6 months, or if it's gonna be in the corner, taking up space and collecting dust. Well, I've had this leg developer for 3 months now, and it has been used on every single one of my leg days. There is truth to the fact that we love our leg machines because you can hop on, you can bang out a ton of great exercises, isolate the muscle, and be on with your workout. And that's what I do. I utilize this thing. I usually do 4 sets of leg extensions, 4 sets of leg curls in no time, and I can go super heavy. I've maxed this thing out in terms of the weight that I can lift, and I still haven't hit the max capacity of the machine itself. There's something about leg machines that we all covet. It's not about RPE or RIR or percentage of your max. It's about gripping it and ripping it, hopping on these leg machines, busting out a ton of sets, drop sets, going heavy, going light, going to failure, and just having a beautiful time hitting legs and basically doing a bro leg day in your home gym. So while I love this thing and use it on every leg day, and it's not leaving my home gym anytime soon, I do recognize that even at $300, it is a pretty penny. And the second major issue that so many home gym reviewers continuously just gloss over has to be storage. Now, when it comes to a home gym, adding variety and versatility is the name of the game. You don't want to get bored in your home gym. And adding tons of attachments for your existing equipment is an easy way to add that versatility and maximize your variety. But you've got to be wary of how things get stored. And some attachments, they're a non-issue. You get a rope attachment, you can just shove it on your wall control. It's not going to take up any space. However, this leg developer will not fit on your wall control. And I don't know about you, but I don't have a shelf in my house that will fit this thing naturally. It is just big, and the only place you're going to be able to store it, even if you take off the leg curl attachment, is going to be on your floor. And you're going to have to find a corner of your gym that's not being used to store this thing when not in use. And the truth is, if you get a number of these awkward attachments, you're going to find that your home gym gets cluttered fast. Now, for me, I think it's worth the space that it's going to take up, and I do tend to tuck it away behind my power rack and then jam up the Freak Athlete Hyper Pro right against it to maximize the storage space. And now it's time. It is time for my final thoughts on Freak Athlete's leg developer. And if you already have their Hyper Pro, picking up this leg developer, even at $300 to $350, is a complete no-brainer. It really does mimic the local gym leg extension and leg curl that so many of us covet in our home gym. Now, if you don't already have a Freak Athlete Hyper Pro, you absolutely need to check it out. I'll put the reviews that I've done on it, and they were very critical, into the description as well as the end of today's video. But rest assured, my Freak Athlete Hyper Pro has zero dust on it because it gets used and used often. It's literally used in every single one of my workouts in some form or fashion. Now, I'm not selling you wolf tickets. Now, I do got codes, I got affiliate links in the description. They do help out the channel. But two things you can do to help the channel that won't cost you anything is to watch these two videos next. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.